This is Dimanche Dimash. This is a show dedicated to Dimash himself, to the music, to his spirit, to his energy, and to all the deers around the world. And this song is no different. This is from the 20th Tokyo Jazz Festival, where Dimash himself dedicated this particular song to all the deers in the world, especially to the Japanese deers. Sung in Japanese. I am really looking forward to this because I have heard his ability to sing songs in so many languages perfectly each time. So for me, this is a treat. Did a little bit of research, and I'm really looking forward to sitting down and just being immersed with Dimash's musical flavor and talent with you guys today. Sunday for so many is the Sabbath, a day to reflect, to give thanks, to appreciate life, to love how we arrived and where we're going. And for so many that I know personally who take Sunday as a family day, that myself is something that I hold dear. When I don't have to work, I hold dear. Did you catch that? When I don't have to work, I like to be home. And I have not much to do today, but to relax and enjoy my Sunday. I don't have to work, and I'm just really grateful for that. On Sundays, my eldest boy comes home and we make dinner, and oftentimes we sit down and watch a movie of his choice. And I do look forward to that. And the nights that I have to work, I miss out on it, right? I know it's happening, and I know from like say 6 o'clock until 9, I don't text anyone. I don't text my wife because I'm pretty sure she's watching a movie with him, and I know that's a special time. So happy Sunday, everybody, and let's get right into this. Dimash, this is Ikanaide, I want to say. It says 2021 20th Tokyo Jazz Festival. Look at him. Like, how could you not expect greatness from that? Look at him. Just the look on his face, you know, the subtle, he's just this pure, angelic look on him. It's so perfect, eh? How he transitions between the words in and out, like we discovered in the last guide, how he was trained to carry this note, to fill the note, to bring it back down to this like narrow sound. He's just effortlessly doing it. Like he knows what he's doing, how he wants it to sound. It just comes out like 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 it's breathing to him. I'm just blown away by his ability, his control. I just love it, and the words are so powerful. You know what he's singing, and the way that he's making you feel from the way he's singing. You know, like that he's conveying this like I'm having a hard time breathing. I don't want to make any sound. I want to be fully focused. I didn't even want to pause this. I thought to myself, I'm just going to watch this whole video and I'm not going to pause it. But I seen a break, and I was blown away by like his ability to, like his control, by the control of his voice. And it's just, yeah, that is something that really, really blows me away every time. So it's so captivating. I use that word a lot. That's one of my favorite words to use for his music. I can't. I have the tear in my eye, and it's like it just. He is. I don't even have the words, but his ability, okay, to travel across all these different. I'm at a loss for words. His singing ability is amazing. Up and down, all around, highs and lows. You know, it's just so. It's so perfect, and this is, of course, in a studio. 2021, we have the pandemic, and he's in the studio, and you know, of course, the sound is perfect, right? The recording is perfect, and I love that it is, because I think that it has made this particular performance what it should have been. I think that's what I think. I think that it needed to have this perfect studio sound to match his perfect singing, and like hanging on by every note that he sings. The pure magic of how perfect it is making me like have a tear in my eye, because of how, like, it's like there's some people who sing, and I'm just like for talent shows, for example, when people are singing in a talent show and they're doing so well in the beginning, and I'm just like, please, please make it to the end, a perfect song, you know? And with Dimash, I know it's going to end perfectly. And so halfway through or a quarter of the way through, I'm already developing a tear because of how beautiful I know the song already is. It's the only way I can describe it, is that he brings this like immense warmth into my heart. It's not like anything else. Okay, I've been caught trying to compare, not to say, oh, is this guy better or that guy better, but to say the sound, like even like when he sang just a moment ago, like operatic almost, because he's trained, okay, and so he's able to pull different styles and trainings into this one masterpiece. And like, so yeah, not that I want to compare, but there are ways that he sings, it's, you know, it just reminds me of I guess it just makes me think how talented he is. That's, I think, what I'm trying to say. I love other artists. I do. You know, I react to other artists that I've never heard before, and I fall in love with their music. Some more than others. Dimash, he is like in his own realm. There is no comparison. Do you know what I mean? His music doesn't, and there's only one. Okay, in SOS, there is, I want to say it's Queensryche. It's like an 80s metal band or 90s metal band. There's this like screaming, singing metal, not screaming, but like, anyway, I'm going to find it one day. And I always think like, oh, that sound, it sounds like something I've heard before. And in the guides, he tells us that he appreciates so many different types of music and has been influenced by so many styles of music and listens to so many different styles of music. And I love that. I love that he is so candid to tell us about that, about his life, about his likes, you know, the things that move him, you know. And I love that he loves Michael Jackson. That makes me love him more, I think, because Michael was he was the biggest star I knew growing up. You know, Whitney Houston, Celine Dion, these were the biggest stars I knew. Billy Joel, you know, for him to reach out and say, you know, I admire this massive star, you know, it makes me admire him more. So perfect, his sound. I can't believe it. I can't. In the beginning, a lot of you have said, nobody is better than him. He has the best voice. And I was like, I'm not one to say that, you know, like one person is better than the rest, because it's subjective. What you like may not be what somebody else likes. And what I like may not be what you like. And the thing about Dimash that I've learned is that he has the most dynamic voices I've ever heard. The smoothness, you know, the range. We talk about range, the ability to move between styles, the utter control of his voice. At those times when he's singing on his last breath, you know, and it cracks a bit, and it's like almost like that crack was meant to be there because it's what brings me emotionally to where he's at, you know, when he's talking about something that's hard to live with, or the loss of someone, or the love, and you know, like the separation, you know. Anyway, it's just I understand why you guys say he's the best. I understand. Start that over. I just like he can leave me very speechless, and maybe it's hard for you guys to watch because you want to know what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, what he you know pulls out of me. Like he he can just drive a stake in your heart. He can uplift you. His voice sends tears out of my eyes just from the perfection of it. How he floats between the different notes. It's just so. It's like I was saying, there was a moment there towards the end where would normally be maybe a guitar solo, and it's his voice solo. You know, it's like his voice comes into this kind of a solo piece, and like I wouldn't have it any other way. And I was also thinking about how he has official music videos, right? We have so many music videos that tell a story, and like his voice tells a story. His the expression on his face, how he carries himself through the highs and the lows of the song, through the words, through the sounds of his voice. I've said it before, like that one where he's just standing in the woods, with the fall leaves, and you guys have said that he's hiding the cast on his one hand. And it's like I didn't need anything else. I had his voice, and that's all I needed. It brought me on this journey with him. And I'd say the hardest part about being a reactor to music is that I have to pause it and I have to tell you how I feel. And sometimes I want to lay down, press play, and feel the music. I used to when I was younger. I'll tell this little story and I'll end the video. When I was younger, we moved. I was just about 12 years old. We moved into this. It was an upgrade. My dad had worked really, really hard to provide for our family, to give us a life that we always wanted, always dreamed of. And when I was just about 12 years old, he had done so much work and sold his house and moved us into the suburbs, into a beautiful 2-story home, double car garage. We had a beautiful yard. He went in and did some renos before the house was complete. We had everything we needed. Anyway, I recall, having my bedroom and laying in my bed and burning a couple candles, and I would listen to The Four Seasons by Antonio Vivaldi, and I would basically meditate, but not meditate in that sense. I would lay there and I would let the music move me. It would move through me, through my senses, and I could just lay there still listening to the beauty of the violin, which is what I loved so much. And that's what I was thinking about when I thought I could just lay here, press play, and listen to him sing. Let his voice, his music, the way that he carries himself move through me, move my energy, and like almost meditative. It's such a beauty. I can feel it in my heart, like in the same area I feel anxiety, I feel this warmth, this love, this excitement, this positive energy. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Just from all the whatever weeks, months it was ago, when I was like, it was sitting here and I was thinking, you know what? I was about to hit play on Dimash on my phone, and I said, you know what? Let me react to this song. Because I could hear it once on my phone and then never hear it again. It was because I was doing a video for you guys that had started this rabbit hole that doesn't seem to have an end. This particular song, I had mentioned before in a previous video, I had lost all the suggestions that I had. And I had to write them down again. And this one here, I don't have the date. Oh yeah, it was just last Saturday, a week ago, yesterday. This one was suggested by Ms. Belle Martinez Ferrone's 740. I wrote it down. I made sure not to lose it. It was the first one on my list, my new list, and it was just in time for Dimanche Dimash. And so I'm trying to get to your suggestions more often. It's hard. I get inundated with comments, and then I move on to my Case of the Mondays is gaining traction. I'm getting more views on that show. I'm presenting music that I've never heard before that you guys have suggested I check out, like Electric Callboy and The Big Push. And it's, for whatever reason, is starting to blow up a little bit. I'm getting not as many views as Dimanche Dimash, but it's like gaining so much traction, and I get a lot of comments, and it's really hard to keep up. And I'm just trying to defend myself here because I want to get to all of you, and I just find it so difficult. And I'm 25 minutes in on this one video, and I still have to create a thumbnail, you know, put in the description, and you know, I have lots to do to put this out for you. And you know, my wife down the hall, or my son, and like tonight to play some oh, well, tonight is Sunday, movie night, so much to do, so little time. So I want to get to as much of you as I can. So sorry if I didn't see yours, or if I misplaced the suggestion and I didn't get to it. I'm really sorry. It was nothing personal. I'm not picking and choosing. It's just all organic. It's how it's come to be. It's an organic experience for me on this channel, and I hope that you guys can appreciate that. And I thank you all for coming and checking out Dimanche Dimash with me every week. If you do, I am blown away. I am approaching a milestone for me, one that I never thought would be possible. I'm at 2,976 subscribers. I don't ask. I asked once, you know, if you could subscribe to me. I don't like to do it. I was sitting with some friends last night enjoying a meal, and my wife apparently tells everybody that I have this YouTube channel. And I was talking to a friend, and another person said, "You have a YouTube? What do you do on there?" And I told her about it, and she, what's the name? And looks it up. She goes, "Oh, well, you almost have 3,000 subscribers." And I was like, "I know, it's not that many, right?" She goes, "You're doing pretty good. You have one more." She's added me to her YouTube, and her man had made a suggestion for me, and so I'm not sure when I'm going to get to it, but it's coming. And he has a TikTok, and he does these special TikToks. And it's so odd because when I think about him, I think, no, like, you have a TikTok? That's so crazy. And I think people say that about me. So you have a YouTube? That's so crazy. Never would have thought. And I'm definitely gonna have to link his TikTok. I don't even have TikTok. Do you guys have TikTok? Is this a thing? Tell me. Drop a comment below. I want to know where you're from, and I want to know who doesn't have TikTok, because I can't be alone here. I can't be alone. Anyway, I'm trying to start this business of mine. I'm so close to putting my product to market, and I had this thought in my head that I'm going to have to get a TikTok to advertise. It's the only way to advertise these days, I think, is TikTok, right? Am I wrong? Yeah. So it's a pretty interesting world we're in. And a comment came across my phone today on another video, and I talked about being... I talked about in the video that I was gonna go into radio, and I never did. It just didn't materialize that way. And the guy had said, like, you have a perfect radio voice. And although you didn't follow that path, now you're on this YouTube path, which is basically like the new age radio. And I was like, what? Yes, you're right. It is just like that. I am basically fulfilling a dream, and I didn't even know it, didn't realize it. And so it's so cool. Anyway, I'm going to end this video right here at 29 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you all for coming out. You have propelled my channel to where it's at today. I couldn't have done it without you guys. So thank you all so much for all of your support, continued support, and for your comments, for your love. I so appreciate the love that you show me in your words, your kindnesses. It just really fills my heart. It really does. I love it so much. So thank you all for checking out my channel and watching my video, and all of your support. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Love you all. And remember, stay blessed. You are all blessed in my eyes, and please remain that way. We have a beautiful life. It's perspective. That's everything. So stay blessed.